we can get down to the interesting part. We can actually talk about the diamonds. One thing I found fascinating when I first started learning about diamonds in Arkansas, diamonds are not just white or clear. At the Crater Diamonds, they have 60% white or clear, 21% brown, 17% yellow. Now, the browns can range from a light tea color to a dark coffee color, or champagne or cognac or whatever you want to call it, chocolate diamonds. In fact, after the big brown rice diamond was cut, it really had a deep, dark brown color. And I had this graded by the GIA, and it really came out to an excellent grade. And some people might think, well, if it's a state park and it's open to the public and you just pay a small fee and you get to keep everything you find, the diamonds must not be worth much. No, they're very exceptional diamonds, and some are absolutely flawless because it's been proven they've been cut and then sent to grading, like the Gemological Institute of America in Carlsbad, California, graded as either perfect or near perfect. So they're among the best diamonds in the world. One other question is, diamonds are small crystals, but here you will see some of the biggest diamonds found at the Crater Diamond State Park. These are more your average size. As I told you, there's 100 points of weight per carat. The average size diamond found at the state park is 20 points, or 1/5 of a carat. And these will show you the average size. And that's good to know, because you come over here and look at the third largest diamond ever found since it became a state park 51 years ago, and you think, oh, they're all like that, and that's what you're looking for. Well, yeah, that is what you're looking for, but don't pass this up if you don't go to the state park. One question is, when you see these pictures, well, because they're small, we decided to have pictures like this next to the diamond so you can appreciate the shape. I mean, that is a delicious lemon drop. I just could put that in my mouth with salmon lemon. But it's absolutely beautiful, and you think, wow, it's funny they cut that and polished it like that. Why didn't they cut it and polish it like a regular diamond? It hasn't been cut or polished. It looked that way the day the guy found this 3 years ago. It was Halloween, October 31st, 2020. Steve McCool found this 4.49 karat yellow. We'll talk about it in a minute. I'll try to take these in order, but I love this lemon drop. I love the big yellows, and I was very happy that one of my biggest diamonds was a yellow. And like I say, only 17% of them are yellow, and some are a pale yellow, and some are a dark, rich yellow. And to me, I would call this an egg yolk yellow. It is one of the yellowest diamonds I've seen. These have not been cut. That's the natural shape and the natural polish on them. We do have some cut diamonds, and I'll talk to you about them in a minute. I'll go through, I want to tell about each of the diamonds here real quickly. The oldest diamond in the exhibit, and by that I mean the one that was found longest ago. I mean, they're all old. I mean, way old, volcano old, like pre-dinosaur old. But this 99 point, almost a carat, was found in 1990 as a yellow. David Johnson found it. He worked his career as a plumber, master plumber, plumber inspector and things, and has found a lot of diamonds over there. Over the years, as a hobby, weekend kind of a thing, but 99 point yellow, that's one of those you wish I had spread a little bit of mud on it before they weighed it and then it'd been a full carat. But anyhow, another one here is under a carat, and it's a James Archer diamond. It's an 89 point brown, so almost 9/10 of a carat. And what's really fantastic about this diamond is James Archer found it. He found more diamonds at the state park than anyone else ever has. He didn't even know how many he found, but he was an icon there. He was a black gentleman from Nashville, and he worked hard. And if we had time, I'd tell you a story about when I saw him in the summer of 1978. He worked in a sawmill. When he got off, he would got off work at like 3 o'clock, start real early in the morning, get off at 3 o'clock, go over to the crater, dig till dark. Well, he caught his hand in a machine one time, it was all mangled, and instead of taking time off like the doctor said, he went to the crater and just strapped that arm up there and dug with one hand and was carrying buckets and working. He was a hard worker. He earned every diamond he found, but he found more diamonds than anybody else, and he holds the record not only for a number of diamonds found, probably 5,000, he didn't know, but also the most diamonds found over a carat, and that is about 95. But those are the ones registered in his name. He found a lot of diamonds he'd sell to people, and those people would go and register it in their names. So there's no telling how many diamonds James Archer found, but he found every one of them the hard way. He worked for it and earned every one. We'll talk about James Archer again in just a moment, but he has my admiration, and nobody will ever outdo his hard work. Richard Cooper, this is a 72-point white diamond here from Richard Cooper. He pretty well figured out, since James was the guy that knew where the diamonds were, he'd just dig right next to him. Whenever James moved, Richard would move and dig right by him. But anyway, Richard found a lot of diamonds. 72-point white Richard Cooper diamond is here. I mentioned these are names you're not familiar with and don't care anything about, but the Crater of Diamonds is a place where hundreds of thousands of people come there every year and visit. The majority of the people go there between June and August, or between Memorial Day and Labor Day, and that's the worst time to go because of the heat and the humidity and the crowds. But the majority of people go at that time, and they go in, walk around a plowed dirt field for an hour or less, and say, okay, been there, done that, we're moving on, go to Hot Springs, we'll find something in the air conditioning to do. So with some people it doesn't click, and they care less about a plowed field of dirt that might have a diamond in it, and like, if there's really diamonds here, it sounds too good to be true, and I'm not buying the story, and I fell for the tourist trap and I'm leaving. Other people say, they say there's diamonds here, I'm going to dig and wash and carry and work and sweat until I find a diamond. And they find a diamond, they find another, and then the problem is they get diamond fever. There's no known cure for it, but it's not fatal either, so you just learn to live with the symptoms, and your spouse has to learn to live with the symptoms of somebody with a lifelong case of diamond fever as well. But one person, it's not just men. There are famous diamond miners. So you got the people that just come and go and they're gone in an hour. And then you've got people that come and like, you're going to see me around here for a long time. And Shirley Strawn is one of them. So most of them are men that dig, wash, find diamonds. Shirley Strawn has done well over the years finding diamonds. And so she is represented here with a 90-point white found in 97. Also a carat 68 brown found in 2005, and she also found, I was telling you about perfect diamonds, she found the Strawn Wagner diamond. It was 3.03 carats. I saw it before it was cut. It looked like a little chip of ice, but it never melted. Sent it off to be cut and graded. It was considered a 1 in a billion diamond, an 000, perfect in cut, color, and clarity. It ended up weighing 1.03 carats when it was done being cut because it was kind of an odd shape. It lost a lot of weight in the cutting, but it ended up perfect. And she sold it to the state of Arkansas for $34,000, and they've got it there in their museum. So you can go in the museum, which is excellent. Even if you don't want to go in and search for diamonds, go to their museum and walk around. Just like going to this museum and walking around. There's a lot to see and do and learn. Claude Dill, he's next to James Archer. He's found more diamonds than anybody else. And in 2003, he found a carat 43. Claude's like 80 now. He's been doing it, I think, since the volcanic ore cooled out there. But he's found, well, he doesn't know how many diamonds he found. But he's also represented here. A diamond he found in 05 is a carat 24 white. Now, when I talk about diamonds over a carat, I want you to realize that, you know, I told you the average size is 20 points, 1/5 of a carat. Well, 1 out of every 34 carats, excuse me, 1 out of every 34 diamonds weighs 1 carat or more. And then when you get up to 2-carat diamonds, a lot fewer 2-carat diamonds. And I'm really pleased to say I found 2 over 2 carats. When you get up to 3 carats, very rare, hardly ever a 3-carat diamond. 4-carat, we've got 4-carat here. In fact, in this collection, superb, outstanding collection, there's an 8.66 carat white diamond right here in front of you. So we'll get to that one shortly. Well, speaking of Claude Dill and James Archer, okay, those are the 2 biggest, best diamond miners ever. In a brooch over here, there are 6 diamonds. Here's a photograph of it so you can see it in an enlargement. There are 3 uncut diamonds found by James Archer. There are 3 cut diamonds found by Claude Dill. So the 2 most famous diamond miners, one of them has a white, yellow, and brown uncut. One has a white, yellow, and brown cut in this. And one of the diamonds is absolutely fantastic shape. I personally am a don't cut it, leave it alone kind of a guy. You know, why pay money to have half of the weight cut away from it? But my brown diamond didn't need to be cut. And I don't know the story on this one, but whoever decided to cut this yellow diamond had it cut to a trapezoidal shape, and that is right here in this brooch. And I just love the trapezoidal shape. If you're going to do cut a diamond, cut it special. Why make a round brilliant like so many? So there's more information. This tells in detail somewhere. I've got information about the sizes of each diamond before it was cut, after it was cut, and all that. Fantastic brooch, just exceptional. Sean Allen in 2003 found a 2.43 carat yellow. So as I told you, 2 carat plus are rare, and yellow, only 17% of them are yellow. So this diamond, 2.43 carat yellow, is very rare because of the size and because of the color. Harold Lay also found a lot of diamonds. He is a Vietnam veteran. He's still living. He was also a drug enforcement officer down in Florida, and a great guy, but he's seen and done a lot of things in his life. But anyway, he enjoyed digging for diamonds, and I've got some information on here. It is. I knew I would need a cheat sheet. So he did a lot of hand digging, carrying, and washing several thousand buckets of gravel at the crater. And he and his wife worked together and found 522 diamonds at the park. 10 of those diamonds weighed over 1 carat each. And 2 of his largest diamonds, out of 522, his best 2 diamonds are right here in this collection. This is a copy, this is my cheat sheet. When you find a diamond at the state park, you take it in and they will weigh it and write you a certificate of authenticity, and it's signed by the superintendent of the state park. And it basically shows you the weight of the diamond, the day it was registered, the color that it was, and it shows that it's a genuine USA diamond from the Crater of Diamond State Park. So a big part of the value of the diamond is that certificate of authenticity. So if you ever buy one, insist that you get the card with it, because that's a lot of the worth. Because a diamond from South Africa is not nearly as valuable as these hand-dug, hand-washed, hand-sorted diamonds from the USA. For one thing, that mine doesn't produce 800 diamonds an hour because they're not running it through a diamond recovery plant that does hundreds of tons an hour. Right now, 801 diamonds have been found so far at the Crater of Diamond State Park this year. The majority of those, the people will keep them themselves. Every now and then somebody says, well, yeah, I would like to sell it. And then somebody smart, Sam Johnson and Dolly Johnson in the area, if people come in wanting to sell a diamond, then they can offer them a reasonable fair market value for the diamond and add it to their collection. So this collection has taken years to build up. As I told you, the oldest one is from 1990, and then they have all the way up to real recently. But so Harold Lay, his best 2 diamonds he ever found out of 522 diamonds is a 304 white, 3 carat white, and a 336 yellow. In other words, over a 3 1/3 carat yellow. And again, the yellow, only 17%. Very few diamonds over a carat, much less, very few diamonds over 3 carats. So very, very exceptional. Very exceptional diamond. So yeah, here's another one found in '05 by Brennan Jones. He's actually from Shawnee, Oklahoma. I had a pleasure digging next to him. Real nice guy. Worked hard, found diamonds. So a carat 28 brown. It's good to have brown diamonds represented here because you can see, ooh, that looks like chocolate. Or, ooh, that looks like coffee. Or so anyway, there are some browns here, but predominantly we have white and yellow, the majority of the diamonds in this. Jim Gatliff lives in Dolly, Arkansas, and he found a 2.67 carat yellow. And if you see, there's a painting that they've had done here. This is actually the photograph, and there's a very poor copy of it. But I took the photograph of this diamond, and they sent it to an artist, I think, in Colorado, and she did an exact likeness. The painting is excellent of this 2.67 carat yellow diamond that Jim Gatliff found. So the diamond is here, right here, and the painting is right there. Now, Dennis Tyrell, a friend of mine from Florida, came up and he said, I'm going to conquer this hunting for diamond thing. And Dennis got in and worked hard, all kinds of weather, winter, summer, it didn't matter. He found 550 diamonds in 29 months. 13 of them weighed over 1 carat each. He found a total of 77.61 carats. He was a digging, washing machine. And Dennis is represented here, but not his largest diamonds, but pretty diamonds. So there's a 39-point yellow, and look at the shape. It's like, I love that. I can't believe the shape. So anyway, that's why we have the enlargement, so you can say, wow, how did it form like that? Why did it form like that? And isn't that beautiful? So Dennis is represented with a 51-point yellow and a 39-point yellow, but he did find, I believe that was 13 over a carat, yeah, in 29 months of working. Okay, David Anderson, next to my wife, my best friend. So he came to the state park from Kent, Michigan. They come far and wide. People who live in Murfreesboro don't go there. Or they'll say, oh yeah, I went out to the Crater of Diamonds once. When I was in high school, we had a field trip and went out there. And it's 3 miles down the road and they don't go. Like I said, it clicks with some people. It doesn't mean anything to other people. So David Anderson came from Kent, Michigan, and was digging on April 1st, '07. And he found a carat 57 white. And it's right here. And so he was all excited. The first diamond he ever found, he called home to tell his sister, hey, I found a carat and a half white diamond and it's beautiful, it's perfect. And she said, yeah, all right, April Fools. And he said, what? She said, this is April 1st. And, oh, I didn't know what day it was. I was just digging and washing and I found a diamond. He finally convinced her. So he let me name the diamond for him. I call it the April Fool diamond. And then David's not one of those that come once, find something and leave and put it to rest. He's one of those that loves treasure hunting, loves to dig, would rather be there than anywhere. And he moved from Michigan to rural Arkansas, and he went to work. And I don't know if I have the statistics, I hope so. Anyway, David dug and washed and has found 706 diamonds there at the state park so far. I haven't checked with him today, but he was there today, might have found another one. 16 of them weigh over a carat. So in the way you rank people, James Archer's found more diamonds than anybody, and then it comes in Claude Dill. Well, another way to rank it is how many diamonds over a carat you fast. So James Archer is up here at 95, Claude Dill at 13, Dennis Tyrell at 13, David Anderson at 17. He found 17 carat plus diamonds. Of course, the first diamond he found was a carat plus, carat 57. But in addition to the April Fool diamond that he found, a carat 57, he also found a carat 79 white and a carat 96 white, and all three of them are here on display. And so David Anderson, a diamond digger who's still digging, I mean, James Archer isn't anymore, he passed away in January of 03. Claude Dill is in his 80s and he's given it up. Dennis Tyrell went back to Florida. Other people have given a good effort and given it up, and David Anderson, he's still digging there today. So his count keeps going, and he's found a lot of carat plus diamonds. Hey, I'll say something else about, and I'm letting the cat out of the bag. This is really an important point about the value of these diamonds. All three of David Anderson's white diamonds that are represented here are type 2A. And you say, well, what's type 2A? There's a difference in diamonds? Yeah, less than 2% of diamonds worldwide, nature-created diamonds, are type 2A. Less than 2%. The vast majority of natural type 2A diamonds show a blue fluorescent under black light. So if we turn the lights out and had a black light, you would be shocked how many of these white diamonds would fluoresce blue. In fact, I'm not certain of this. We had the Gemological Institute of America come out from Carlsbad, California, and brought this special $34,000 machine, set it up at Kadoha, and got Sam's collection and started putting diamonds in there. And these doctors of geology and doctors of gemology, their jaws dropped and they were blown away. They said, every white diamond you got in your collection is a type 2A. They'd never seen anything like it. They were shocked. And the look on their face is like a calf looking at a new gate, just like, I can't believe, I can't comprehend how did this happen. But anyway, most diamonds originate from a depth of between 93 and 124 miles deep below the surface. You know, I was telling you about, that's where the carbon is and the earthquake faulting and the volcanic material, so they come up from 93 to 124 miles deep. But type 2A diamonds are formed at a much deeper depth of between 224 and 466 miles deep. That's why there's only 2% of type 2A diamonds on the surface. You have to have a deep rip in the earth to bring them up that many miles from that far deep. In southwest Arkansas, we've got that kind of a deep rip. And the GIA right now, this is a little secret, has that $34,000 machine on loan for free to Crater Diamond State Park, gathering information. When people bring a diamond in and register it, especially the white ones, they check to see whether it's a type 1 or type 2, and they're sending all this information regularly to Carlsbad, California, and the GIA one day will publish a paper on what percentage of the white diamonds from the Crater Diamond State Park are type 2A, and I think the gemology world is going to be aghast when they find out. Now, the browns are not type 2A, the yellows are not type 2A, but I think all of Sam and Dolly's whites are type 2A, so just incredible. Speaking of type 2A white diamond, Thomas Hauser is a guy that went out there and looked and worked, and unlike David Anderson, who his first diamond was a carat plus diamond, poor Thomas dug diamonds, found diamonds, and looked, and 1 out of every 34 is supposed to be over a carat. He got to 34, no carat plus diamonds. The odds were beating him, where David Anderson beats the odds. The odds were beating Thomas. So he went and found 68 diamonds, and still no carat plus diamond. He found over 100 diamonds and no carat plus diamond. Finally, Thomas found a carat 56 white, and it's here in this collection, and bless his heart, it's his only carat plus diamond, and he worked for it. Now I want to talk about the Stephen McCool diamond. Now, wouldn't that be a name to have? I wish my parents had called me Stephen McCool. Just something about that. So he, from the Fayetteville area, came down, was going to dig and wash and look for diamonds at the Crater Diamond State Park for 2 days. And I believe this was his first trip. And he said, you know, I'm really enjoying this, and I'm supposed to go back home right now. I'm going to extend my trip one more day. So he stayed one more day. This was October 31st, 2020. And at about 3 o'clock, there was 1 hour left, and then they run you off their search field and say, go home, we want to go home. You know, and so an hour left on his last day of his first trip, he pops out this plum. It's a 4.49 carat yellow. In other words, 4.5 carat yellow. Absolutely gorgeous. It's over here, and Scott put up some new lighting, and Daniel talked to him about that. Oh, Henry said, we need more lighting right over there. It really pops now. It is a beauty. You can see it right here in the corner. My personal favorite, but doesn't matter which one I like most. I don't get to take any of one with me. But I want to talk to you about one really remarkable diamond here, and it also is a type 2A diamond. It is the 3rd largest diamond ever found since that site became a state park in 1972. So in the last 51 years, the 3rd largest, 8.66 carat illusion diamond. It's a white. And Beth Gilbertson of Salida, Colorado, heard about the Crater of Diamonds on a Cash and Treasure magazine travel channel show. The best places to find cash and treasure, yeah. And so she said, hey, move from Salida, go to Murfreesboro, dig and wash, and she found diamonds. And that day she was on the Beatty's Hill portion of, and she had 2 visitors, and she was helping them. She said, here, we just want to scoop this material. This is good stuff. We want to do this. She scooped, she was filling all these buckets, and she said, okay, here, you take these buckets and wash, and I'll take this bucket and wash. Fortunately, she picked the bucket that had the 866 in it. Can you imagine scooping dirt, putting it into a bucket, and giving it to a visitor just for a demonstration? Here's how you find diamonds. I think this is good stuff to dig. And they get the 866. Anyway, went to the right person. Beth found it, and she named it the Illusion Diamond. And it's large, exceptional, and that brings me really to the conclusion of my talk, because I just wanted to talk about each diamond. I know it went on longer than any of us planned, but I just had to give a glance and an overlook at all of these diamonds. This is an incredible collection. And I hope you'll look at them and appreciate the shape and the value and the color and the beauty of these natural diamonds from Arkansas. That many of them travel up 100 miles and some of them 466 miles from deep in the earth just so they could be here for you to see them today. So thank you for your attention. I appreciate it.